EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Play action. It's Goff. Well, back foot throw there is incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
From the gun, here's Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. To the air again, Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Back to throw, Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the deep.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up.
Here we go.
So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball?
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
After the pick six, here's Burrow again. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And his throw is incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
1-1, ready?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
11.
Burrow on play action. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Bengals at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Here we go. I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Open man right side is St. Brown. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Goff now looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
You gotta keep scoring. You gotta 11 Thomas.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up.
11. Here we go. 12. 11 Thomas. Dot.
Burrow looking to pass. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
11. 11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit.
11. Here we go. 12. 11.
They go play action with Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by all. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
11.
Play action. It's Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 34-yard line, here's second down at a yard.
Here we go.
To the air again, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll take this down to the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Over the middle, it's complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
MT, Tate. 11 MT. Here we go. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Burrow will throw. This will be caught at about the 5.
Hey, you gotta go score.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5.
11.
Pickup of 3. This is Brown going up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
Listen.
To throw is Goff. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the gun, here's Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 more on that one and another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Again, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More.
Now Burrow loses the football, and this is scooped up by the... And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. An inside give, Brown. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
12. Here we go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
12. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. God.
And Burrow going to throw again. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. In the backfield by himself is Brown, 2nd and goal.
Gun. God. 11 Thomas. God.
Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Second and 5.
11 MT, Tate. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow on play action. Higgins, what a catch. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
At the 40-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas. 12, 12.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Another Cincinnati Bengals.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Brown. They will toss to Brown. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
11 Thomas.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Back to throw. Goff. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Goff.
That's complete to Laporta.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Goff now looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
5. 2. Hold on. Check.
To the air again. Goff. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Covered that time in there to bring him to the ground.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now 3rd down and very long.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge fourth down conversion. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Now Goff. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. That is his 951st NFL reception. So 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost instant playing, and partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and starting tomorrow.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, this is Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half.
No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And out of bounds right around the 20. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11.
He'll drop to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Goff going to throw it. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker.
Fucking Parsons is hurt, bro. Come on, man. I don't want to look at this shit, man. Oh, my God, bro. Oh, weak, dog. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck. I'm gonna need him all these games, dog. Right. A week, bro. 1. It's gonna be 3, 2, 1. We think right here. All right.